Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Assuming that the labor court did make an award, but since same was not published, it was open to the presiding officer to pass a fresh award. There is no allegation of malafide or extraneous consideration, and consequently the court is of the opinion that so long as the award was not published, it was open to the labor court to review its own order, which had been reserved and which had not been published. The court has perused the award and the findings given by the labor court on the various charges. The court finds that only charge number 5 has been proved and other charges have not been proved. The labor court has considered the evidence and has applied its mind, which the court does not find any fault. The reasoning given by the labor court is based on the material evidence on record, which this court is not inclined to interfere in a writ jurisdiction, since the court does not find that the finding of the labor court is perverse. Even for the sake of argument, assuming that the charge numbers 4 and 6 stood proved, the court is of the opinion that the cumulative effect of these charges were not that grave, which would commensurate the penalty of termination of the services, and consequently on this ground the court is of the opinion that the order of termination was too harsh a punishment, even though the labor court has gone into the evidence and has reconsidered the matter, which it ought not to do so unless the inquiry proceedings were vitiated. The court finds that the inquiry proceedings conducted by the inquiry officer was violative of the principles of natural justice. The inquiry officer has virtually given an ex parte report after considering various documents and reports given by the various officers. Once an inquiry has been set up and a charge has been framed, the inquiry officer is required to conduct an inquiry in accordance with the principles of natural justice, meaning thereby that the inquiry officer has to cross-examine the witnesses and given an opportunity to the workman to cross-examine those witnesses. Giving an inquiry report on the basis of documents is by itself not sufficient. An opportunity to the workman ought to have been given, especially when the workman has denied charges. In the light of the aforesaid, the court finds that the inquiry proceedings was not conducted in a fair and proper manner, and consequently the labor court, even though it has not set aside the inquiry report, considered the evidence on record and gave its evidence. The court is of the opinion that the award of the labor court could not be set aside on this ground itself. In the light of the aforesaid, the court does not see any error in the award of the labor court with regard to the reinstatement of the workman and giving a lesser punishment commensurate of the misconduct which stood proved in relation to charge number 4. Stop. Thank you.